Yo, what's going
on?
Welcome to Monday Night Smoke.
The only way to it's the smokiest show on the internet, bro. There's no smokier show. Bro, I'm telling you right now, fam.
Listen, bro, what a weekend of boxing we just had.
One of the greatest weekends of boxing. Like I keep saying this every time we record. I'm like, one of the greatest weekends of boxing. But this weekend of boxing, bro, listen, yeah.
The year is closing out so strong in the boxing game, bro. I'm so proud. I'm so happy.
I've had enough. I'm calling Dan Azeez. You gassed me.
I'm calling, bro. Before the roll call.
No, before the roll call, fam. I'm just going to try it, bro. I'm trying. I'm going to try it, fam. I'm gassed. I'm calling him, fam. Straight out the gate, fam. So I gotta let him know. He's got to see the missed call to know I mean business, fam. We're coming back to him, fam. Yeah,
we're coming back to Dan. Let me do the roll call.
Do the roll call, fam. But I'm letting you know, Azeez is getting called, fam.
At any moment, he's about to pop in, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out Leonardo Sam, bro. Leonardo Samuel was here at 6:24 p.m.
Whoa,
early bird, bro. Man like Leonardo Samuel, bro.
What do you mean?
Gam 1, 2, 3. Big up you as well, bro. Mulla, Jay Lang, Sir Alex Ferguson, October Red, Mr. A, Ashley Williams.
Wait. Stop. Did you say October Red?
Yeah, fam.
Have you seen the way? Find someone that looks at you the way October Red looks at Reactpour. Robbie. No, wait, hold on. What the hell? The way October Red and React. Listen, you lot go to October Red's channel right now. Look, this is what I want to see from you lot. October. Wait, you can get back to the roll call, but I need to get this off my chest, bro. October Red? Nah. What was going on, fam?
Bro, it could be the beginning of something special. Who knows?
It could be the beginning, bro. We could create, because if October Red and Reactpour create a youth, we don't know what kind of champion we're looking at right now.
Reactpour Red.
Reactpour Red.
Let me finish the roll call quick.
Read the roll call.
Like Osborne, Davey D, North Bank Brent, you better done for off the campus. Joe Collins. Just in my perspective, man like MB, man like Bass, Ash 01, Ashley Williams, Rocky Ali, Tony Coxon, John Francis, Colabello, Doofus Creation, Specialist 247, CR23, CR23, Ali, and the rest. We've got too far. That's long. Oh my days.
Wait, did you read that? Because someone said, make sure you read out my name today.
I got him still.
Yeah. All right, cool. Because he was serious, and I was like, raw. That felt kind of Chisorish, fam. I had to make sure. But yeah.
Let's obviously we want to talk to Dan Azeez, but let's watch the highlights. Dan Azeez is now the light heavyweight British champ. Listen, he's forever involved in this conversation now. You can't ever leave Dan Azeez out. You know what? Let him speak for himself.
Run it. Let him speak for himself, fam.
Joe Gallagher trying to really G him up now at the start of this round. That's better. Good body shots from Hosea, but Azeez comes back with the right. Oh, big shot. Beautiful shot from Dan Azeez. And Jose Burton in real trouble here. Start of the 7th. And is this the moment that Azeez feels he can put the icing on the cake of what's been an absolutely superb performance? Well, this is what Ben Shalom and Boxer wanted to do, give opportunities on the grand stage to rather unheralded fighters. And if you can take it, maybe you could become a little bit of a star. And Dan Azeez has been brilliant tonight. Jose Burton tries, but a big shot. And it nearly sends Burton out the ring. And Dan Azeez on the verge here of taking him out in the 7th round. He's got to throw something back. And what a performance from Super Dan Azeez, who becomes the British light heavyweight champion in an absolutely incredible display from start to finish against a former champion with all the heart and guts and bravery, who was completely taken apart tonight. And that is one of the most surprising displays of the
Rough?
What a beating. And you know what I love? You know what I love? It's right at the beginning of the clip here. I'll just play the beginning one more time. Look how he tells, man, middle of the ring. Look
Bang out.
Joe Gallagher trying to really
You know he's got that middle of the ring. Bang out, fam. He told him, do you know what? He was saying that throughout the fight. He was saying,
of course,
big man.
Just happen, like, let's go right here.
What you want to stop?
No, but you know what's bad though? And I don't like to laugh at this thing, but you see Burton's face right before the stoppage. He looked like, you know when someone's really about to get those tears off?
Yeah.
Like, you know when he just wants to be like, hey, allow it, man. Like,
no, but what was the greatest thing, about that punch, it was so great that I called my wife, bro, and I said, babes, come and see this. My wife is not really, she cares about boxing, but she don't care like that. I said, babes, everyone in the world must appreciate this punch. This punch here, he literally, again, anytime when your man gets punched like this is what comes out in his head, fam. What the hell? Oh my God, no way,
Listen, you can't. And the post fight was smoky as well. You know he's been listening to us. Yeah, you understand? He's been listening to us.
Oh, he's listening, fam.
This is what we needed.
Number one now. I am actually number one. I'm number one. See, you mentioned British light heavyweight. My name better come up now. Every time they always mention in Yarde, this, that, Callum Smith, Callum Johnson, all these names, Lyndon Offer. No, I'm number one. So I'm here. I've got the crown now. Yeah, definitely, man. If there's anyone worthy who wants to challenge me for the British title, I'm up for it. If there's a European shot, I'm up for it. Either way, man, I'm up for whatever's next, man. But I'll be honest, I do like this belt, and I wouldn't mind defending it against one of the top boys in the division, man. I want to give the fans something to like want to watch, as well as just trying to get money and climbing the ranks. The money will come, but I want to put on fights that people will remember. Like, do you know what I mean? They pay their hard-earned money. So let's start, let's start doing some big fights between the domestic light heavies, man. They used to do it back in the day. Why can't we do it now? Everyone wants to get a title, then shoot off. Now let's mix it up, man. All of us, the top 10, they've got fantastic fighters. Let's just mix it up. You win some, you lose some. You just roll with the punches, man. I'm up for anything, man.
That's the energy I like. Oh my days. That's the energy I like.
Are you telling me that's not a great defeater? Just chilling. Are you telling me that's not a great defeater? Chilling, bro. That energy there, it's fantastic. Well, don't worry, we're gonna get to Crawford, because I know you lot in there like, when you talk about Crawford, fam, but we have to start at home, fam. We got to start with the domestic settings, fam. What I saw, oh my goodness, that's a great post fight.
That's the energy that we've wanted, bro. When we said to Dan, listen, bro, we heard of you because of the video you did with when he fought Andre Sterling. Are you gonna meet in the middle of the ring and let's bang out? I was like, oh snap, this energy's crazy.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? Say what you said before. I was like, yeah, that's the energy I like.
Yeah.
South London out there.
Come on. So you lot know, as soon as I can get down on the phone, you already know, like, that's it. Like, oh my God, I was gassed, fam. Oh my God.
Try that again.
I might have to try him again, fam, because what kind of nonsense is this, bruv? I know you got the championship and you're enjoying, bruv, but, bruv, the man them are calling, fam. He's going to see bare missed calls like something happened, fam.
You have to, bruv.
Yeah, you got to do that, bruv.
If you don't answer, we'll go into the Crawford fight.
I don't think it's going to happen, and it's going to be at the end. KG should have done it. Bruv, when he hits me with that one, bruv, he's at the after party, fam. He's enjoying, fam.
All right, cool. Let's keep it moving.
That guy, he will never be the same, fam.
All right, so let's look at...
stop ringing, bruv.
Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter this weekend. What a fight that was.
Wait.
What a fight that was, bruv.
Before you say what a fight that was, I really need to give Porter mad flowers. Porter, is going to go down, as, like, I just love him. As a fighter, I love like what Porter is in terms of the warrior code. It lives in him, fam. The fact that he's willing to literally, when a man says anyone, I'll fight anyone. Porter will really fight anyone. All his fights, entertaining, fam. Even do you see? Even when I'm not trying to do too much and go into the fight, but you see when he starts hitting the floor, like just frustrated with life. You know, I'm like, you know what? We need to respect warriors that want to put it on the line like that. We can't just overlook them and say because at the end of the day, he played his part in an amazing fight. The guy he's a great outside of the ring. Yes, he fell asleep on commentary, but just what Porter is for boxing, we have to celebrate them like that. So I just wanted to get that off before you go ahead, fam. But we have to do that. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get into the highlights.
Advantage for Terrence Crawford. Body work in that last round and the short uppercut that we showed. There the body punches. 28. There is the knockdown scored in round 10 by the champ. Terrence Crawford catches Porter early in round 10. And now patiently probing. Seeing what could be behind that jab. There's a combination. There's a lead left hand. Porter looks good on his feet, but not coming forward and firing at Crawford for the moment. There's the overhand right. And another combination. Beautiful work by Crawford. Magnificent accuracy by the champ. He does damage. Kenny's on the apron, and he's stopping the fight. His father says it's over. Terrence Crawford has just stopped Sean Porter.
Mama, there goes that man.
Fam.
Listen, I hear you, and obviously we've got to give Porter his praise, and we'll give them the right flowers when it's time. But we've got to understand that man, Terrence Crawford over there, when I called that knockout and I wasn't even thinking about it, I had a feeling this was coming, bro.
Nah, and that's why I wanted to get the Porter flowers out the way, fam. Someone said, you man missed out Riakporhe. All I'll say about Riakporhe is he fought my uncle, fam. The guy was 41, bro. Like, the uncle didn't even look up when they had the stare off, fam. It was good. It was cool. The uncle shouldn't have been in there, fam. He should have just been, I don't know, like pastoring or something, fam. Maybe taking tithes, man. That uncle didn't need to be in there. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's move.
Yo, do you think the stoppage was the right decision to make?
Yes. I say why their stoppage was the right decision to make is
before we do that, let's just look at the as his dad explains why he stopped the fight.
Okay, cool.
To make what prompted you to stop the fight tonight?
Honestly, his preparation. He didn't prepare like I wanted him to prepare. So that's just, that just makes me say, you know what? I don't want him in that situation. He fought a great fighter. The guy is super sharp, and he's at a deficit. It's like fighting this guy blindfolded when you're in a deficit like that. So I wasn't going to let that happen to him.
He looks in great shape, but only you knew what happened in the gym. How would you have liked for him to prepare that you didn't see?
Well, I mean, when guys get to certain levels, they believe they know what they're doing, and they don't necessarily take all the information. So, this is where we at with it, and I had to make that decision. It's an easy decision for me. It's easy. He lives right across the street from me. I'll be having breakfast with him in the morning. It's easy.
Andre Ward said you didn't stop it because of what happened there. It was about what you were seeing could happen. Was that accurate?
Oh, no, definitely what he did, and Sean was hurt. And moving forward, this guy is, like I said, he's a sharp fighter, and my kid is at a deficit at that point. He can't defend himself like he should, and I had to protect him.
Yep. You lot don't like it again. I can't wait for the call-in. The call-in, you lot get involved. I'll say what you say how you feel, I'll say how I feel, but I think that I will be standing with Kenny on this one. Mm-hmm. And I know you're like, I'm definitely standing with Kenny because you told me what you're thinking, and I know why I feel the way I feel. Go ahead.
I'll let the great defeaters have the.
Okay, so let me piss off the great defeaters then. Let me piss off the great defeaters. Something happened in that fight. You see the knockdown when he lands on his bum, yeah, and he gets up and the referee's talking to Sean. He's looking at his dad the whole time, like, raw, dad, this is mad. Remember the whole of the count, you know. Then he finally refocused with the referee. He's like, yeah. But there was a moment. I think there was almost, that parental meeting.
But his dad was giving him some instructions, though. That's why he was looking and nodding.
Not just that, though, but I think there was a moment of rotted, like, because that to be dropped in that way, yeah. Remember that sit down bum one, yeah. Just that, like, it's that primary school settings assembly, yeah.
Square, yeah.
I didn't come for this, yeah. And then I'm like, bro, and there was such a moment, and I think it was a moment of realization between the two of them. We're in a dangerous situation right now, and when his dad saw it was when he hits the floor the second time, and then we have that emotion because that's saying I can't beat him no more. I'm frustrated with myself, and they do know where they lost the yards in the gym. They do know where they missed it. So he's saying to himself, this is my son, and yes, it seems aggressive. Yes, it seems the wrong way to talk to my child, but then this is, you lot don't know our relationship because yes, he had moments like, bro, dad, you're getting me. But he's like, I'll see him tomorrow. That's my youth. I'm going to be having breakfast with him. That's my take. People, when they call in, they can tell me what they're saying, but I don't know. I think that's their relationship. It must be a real one.
I hear you, bro. Just before we open the lines, I just want to salute Terence Crawford because he went in savage mode just before that round started. Them man were telling him in the corner. They said, "Yo, I think you're down on the cards." Man said, "What, bro? Just watch this dialogue."
He's not jumping in as much as he's not jumping in like come on, bro, pay attention to it. He's not jumping in like he was. Yeah, come on. Hey, we gotta go.
Bro, that look there, man said he up. All right.
But then, I can't wait because I want to put about it, yeah. But some of the great, I will say, yeah, because I wanted to call this Monday Night Smoke Crawford beats anyone. That's what I wanted to say, yeah. Crawford, his footwork, yeah, is some of the best, like, in the game. Bob Aaron, is the ultimate wasteman, fam. Because how do you not market that? I don't understand. Literally, the checker hooks after checker hook, fam. I'm telling you, and Sean Paul can be like 4 different fighters at once, you know, patient, come forward. Whatever style, and he knows what to do, fam.
You know what? Crawford reminds me, and people might jump on me and do a madness. You know what it's like when we compare modern guys to guys of the past, but he reminds me of Sugar Ray Leonard. He's got the elements, the defensive elements, where it's like you can't do what you want with him. He can move, he's got great feet, but when it's time to kill, he does not mess with his food.
He don't
mess. I look at that, I'm like, bro, this is modern Sugar Ray Leonard, in my opinion. Say what you want to say, bro. Is it time to open the lines?
That's a strong statement. But then I will say this. I'm not gonna put my name on it. I want to say this. Yeah.
Snap! Someone just said, "Yo, show the clip when he blasts Aaron." I fully forgot we got that as well.
Aaron's a waste man, fam.
Look at how disrespect. Look at the disrespect to Bob Aaron. It's phenomenal.
Well, I'm pretty sure my decision is made already. You know, Bob couldn't secure me the Spence fight when I was with him. So how you gonna secure me the Spence fight when I'm not with him? So, you know, I'm moving forward with my career right now, and I wish everybody the best.
Bob Aaron's face. He's just like.
It was the night. Hey, you know what should have happened? Eddie Hearn should have walked on that stage at that moment and said,
and then man hug. Eddie
Hearn! Oh my goodness. I'm telling you right now, yeah. Aaron felt worse than Porter because Kenny had some strong words. What Aaron felt in that moment, Bloody hell.
Aaron wanted to swear, but he thought to myself, it's just going to make me look bad if I start moving mad. If I start swearing, it's going to look crazy. He just took it on the chin, boy.
Oh, so we got this might be an hour and a half. This is going to be an hour and a half show. You know that, right?
Let's open the lines.
We're going to have to open it. No, but I'm saying because there's topics, by the way. So, yes, we got hold on. This is the topics that we got that you lot can call in. Was Kenny wrong? Did he do a madness? Is Crawford the man? Is Bud the man? Does Spence even have a chance? Talk to me about our guy Dan Azeez. Remember, we don't have the clip of Fury chatting the most was, saying that did you see the video of Fury saying when he went to the obviously because Dan Azeez punched up his cousin, innit? Yeah, or his nephew, or it's a family member.
Yeah.
He said that he don't know who he has to fight because WBC ain't sanctioned anything. He just doesn't care. Just nonsense.
That beating that Jose Burton just pushed back the fight. That pushed back the Dillian White fight 6 months just because.
There you go. Andrade as well. Andrade. So
I forgot about the Andrade fight. Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
So
let's open the lines. Let's open the
lines. Enough's enough. People need to speak, fam.
All right, guys. The lines are open. Hit the link in the chat right now.
Yep. Call in immediately,
I completely forgot about Andrade's win, boy.
That's how we be treating Andrade.
That Quigley fight there for me was just like routine work, fam. Like, man, just battered this dude, bro. 2 rounds, it was over.
Yeah. It was insane, fam. Spence won't fight Bud next. Definitely not, bruv. Errol Spence.
Spence couldn't even stay in the arena and watch it, bruv. Man saw it and will shake his head. Nah, I don't need to see
That's
this.
bad, though, man. That's mad. How can he do that, fam?
He was shook, fam.
Eubanks Jr. versus Andrade. What? Why are we talking? He wants that.
What?
All right, cool. Let's just do it. Let's get Ash in here immediately.
Ash, what's good, bro?
Big up you, man.
Come on, bro.
What am
Kenny.
I thinking? I'm thinking
Kenny first. Let's go Kenny first.
KG, I completely agree with you.
Wow.
At the end of the day, this is a father-son relationship. It's not just a trainer-fighter relationship. And no one in here should judge how a father should speak to their son unless you're involved in that family. It's obviously worked for them the whole career because it's gotten this far. And no one knows how Sean processed it apart from Sean. So for him to say, oh, Sean must feel like this, X, Y, Z. No, he's grown up with that his whole life. So he probably knew that talk was coming. That's not new to him. He knows that's what his dad's like. So for us to say you should do this, should do that, nonsense. That's Kenny's. And Kenny, people act like Kenny said the most ridiculous, wild shit. All he said was, oh, he wasn't prepared as much as I thought he should be. And that was it. People acting like literally Kenny embarrassed him and pulled his pants down on national TV. It wasn't that deep. It really wasn't.
We're in a sensitive era, so any straight talk is like, oh, it's abuse.
Yeah, it wasn't that deep. Crawford plays with Spence. Anyone who's got eyes can see that. You know when there's just levels in terms of what someone can do in the ring. Crawford is that guy.
Samson disagrees, by the way. Samson, you can call in. It's very easy. Call in and just tell us why you have different views, bro. Hit the link. It's very simple.
Spence couldn't get a 135 Mikey Garcia. We saw what happened to Mikey Garcia in his last fight. He's looked awful for about 2 years. He couldn't get rid of that man. Crawford would have put him in hospital. He would have done disgusting damage.
But wait, though. This is the only thing that I might have to question. Because Spence has been put to the Porter test. And he passed. We can say he passed. Mm-hmm. He passed. That's it. He passed. Now, there was a moment when Porter changed his fighting style. Very patient, picked his shots, and he was having success. So does that not give you, because Errol Spence is an architect in the ring. He is.
I'm just saying. I can see the house you're trying to build and I don't like it.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that I'm 100% with Bud, but I'm just saying when Porter slowed down the fight, it worked in his favor.
Did anyone feel like their friendship was why Crawford didn't want to hurt his brethren? Because at times in this fight, I feel like he's not really trying, which is why there was a sudden shift from 9 to 10. Because it's like, right, wait a minute, they think it's close. All right.
Yeah, the way he just went up 4 gears in in the space of 30 seconds is mental.
What I mean.
That's pure eliteness. And the fact that he did have his moments of success against Crawford, but he had his successes against Spence too, and he had that for the whole 12.
Yeah, I'm
Crawford
just
got him
saying.
out of there.
Wait. You know, because obviously you lot, the comment section jumped on me. Is KGF and smoking? I'm just saying that there's Porter had good moments in that fight, and he touched him a few times.
Of course, he'll always have good moments. Porter's too good to not have good moments, so he shouldn't complain.
And also,
do we not
so
rate?
scrappy. No, but he's so scrappy though. The way he runs at you,
Yes,
he does. It's hard to be slick and smooth against Porter.
But the scrappy style didn't work. The scrappy style didn't work. He was getting most of his success when he switched to the inside at times, and then even when he was patient and he fight on the outside, he's looking good. So I think that when he was running in, that's when the check hooks were raining. There was one time he ran in and his head went into the ropes, fam, on the fourth round.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. What are you doing here, fam?
And then he really had him.
The problem was Errol's energy. The way he just scarpered out the arena as soon as before, like the post-fight interviews happened. That's not good to me. That's not a good sign. So I don't think that will happen next. He'll fight Ugas next, so he'll have 3 belts. So then he can say to Crawford, you only fight me if there's a 70-30 split or something like on the A side. And then finally, big up Dan Azeez. I think he had your energy in that post-fight interview. I think he took on board what you said. He was way too humble before. KG, you're going to agree with this. He takes out Yarde's place. Yarde, get in the bin. He's barely touching top 10 British heavyweights. Barely touching.
Me. Wait, hold on. Let me get out of here, bro. Ask Travis about that again. Go ahead.
Yarde has to leave the premises. When it comes to that discussion of if there was a British World Boxing Super Series, would Yarde get in? I'm not sure.
Listen, yes, he does, man. Let's not be silly. Would he get into a Super Series? Yes, of course he would.
Wait, there's eight spaces, yeah. So
that was a ridiculous.
Callum Smith, Joshua Boatsy, Craig Richards, Lyndon Arthur, Dan Azeez. We're already up to like 6 or 7.
Hold on, run your
list
again.
There's literally one space left.
That's ridiculous, bro. Run that list again. Let me hear that again.
Okay, Callum Johnson, Dan Azeez, Joshua Boatsy, Lyndon Arthur, Callum Smith, Craig Richards.
Why is Callum Smith a shooting in there?
Oh, behave. Callum Smith.
What's he done on that heavy?
Callum Smith's win against Castillo is better than anything Yarde's done at 175. That's a fact.
Really?
Travis.
Callum Smith.
Yarde's best win is against Dex
Spellman.
Spellman. Does anyone know who Dex Spellman is? He's not even English level. He's like Southern area or at best.
Hey, I left
I'm not rolling.
So he's not getting in a British light heavyweight.
No, I know.
He's not getting into that Super Series, bro.
He's not getting into that Super Series, bro.
Wait, hold on. Travis, give us your list then.
I'm not giving my list, but that list is nonsense. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm doing.
I'm chilling. I don't want to be here for this. All I'm saying is next week we start fight week the Yarde. Next week we start fight week, bro. I pray because Listen is gonna pull up, bruv.
Are you man going to the fight?
No, we're gonna be here, bruv. We're gonna do a watch.
December 6th, yeah, Monday Night Smoke, 2 days after Yarde Al Arthur fight.
That
is going to be the most intense one.
That's going to be the making or breaking of Travis. That's it.
Let Yarde listen. When Yarde comes through that fight, yeah, understand I am muting KG for the whole episode. It's all me, and everyone who's ever said anything nuts is getting smoked to bits.
There's too much right on this head. Listen,
and I'm telling everybody now, innit? Don't spare me. If it don't go my way, because I will not spare you. I will not be sparing anyone. It's smoke.
You think I'm gonna be? It's toxic. It's toxic.
Listen,
United.
I don't care, bro.
I'm telling you right now, Travis. I can't wait. There's a little trepidation. I got a little bit of trepidation. Yeah, there's small because I don't want to see you be that right. I never want to see you be not on a night like that, fam. And I promise you, if it's my night,
bro, it'll be horrific for how I treat you, man.
I'll come to your house. I'll drive to your house. And I know you live off ends. I'm going, bro. Bare mileage. Chief Eddie says Travis is putting his name on that.
Someone said, listen, why does Boatsy get in?
It's a bit mad. It's a bit mad still. Well, I ain't doing it. Here you go.
Boatsy will get in, but he'll pull out.
I got Bruce Kai on the line, fam. Bruce Kai is waiting, bro.
What up, fellas? What's happening?
Bro, we're enjoying our greatest lives, fam.
Man,
we're enjoying.
I've got to tell you, man, the first thing I want to say is, man, people need to be giving Azeez his flowers for that performance, man.
Oh,
100%.
Jesus Christ. Like, let me tell you something, man. Like, I was watching that fight thinking, like, first of all, listen to what Macklin and Adam Smith were saying prior to when the first round.
Thank you.
And then from the first round, the way they switched afterwards, I was like, you man are disgusting. Like, talking like he shouldn't even be there. And as soon as he started that long jab and that Tyson peekaboo, like body movement, I was like, oh shit, it's on. And here's the most impressive thing, if he's listening, is that he kept that shit up for the whole fight. You know how many times a man does it for one round and he starts getting caught with the jab and you're like, for fuck's sake, keep it up. Like, you were good in the first round. Keep the head movement, keep the long jab. Man kept it up. Engage with him when you need to engage. Like, said yeah, come forward. Yeah, let's throw. Let me see what you got. Like, I'm telling you, that performance for me, like, to me, Azeez right now slaps Yarde. Tell me differently. Speak differently. Listen, what? Yarde's Primark Philly shell. Don't tell me nothing, man. Like, no way. Primark Philly shell. And you could tell, like, certain man, I'm not going to say something, but certain man, they've been watching like Mayweather circa like 1995 and 2003 tip tap pad videos, and they try and emulate it, and then people are like, oh my god, this guy, he ain't fought nobody yet. But the discipline that he showed in the ring that night against Burton, who's a taller, who's if you see Burton's jab, he's got a great jab. I'm telling you right now, gone.
He said Primark Philly show.
And this is why the discipline that Azeez showed, that's what you have to understand. Because Azeez said himself, I might not be the best, I might not be the most talented.
Bruce, hold on to what you're saying. Do you swear? Because I'm gonna be here holding corn if what do you call it, Yarde gets it done in the rematch. Will you turn up and let Travis unload, fam? Because if you just come on here and said Primark Philly shell, I just want to know if you're gonna be a man and turn up when it gets peaked.
Listen, I'm not saying he'll lose to Arthur. There's the thing. I'm not saying he'll lose to Arthur. I'm saying Azeez will beat Yarde.
All right.
Arthur Yarde. To me, it depends if Arthur comes in with his right hand and does the same and keeps the same energy he had for the first fight, or if Yarde presses him like he did in the 12th round from the first round. That to me is the decider. To me, it's like there were elements there that you could see Yarde didn't do what he normally did. And you could see there was something, and you could see there was something wrong with Arthur.
Let me read the super chat before it times out. Buster Move 78, and Travis, you can answer the question as well. Travis, you putting your name on it, yeah? There are people asking that question. It's very crazy. Buster Move says again, if the answer is no, it's looking deep for you.
That phrase, the reason why I'm not putting my name on it is because that phrase has horrendous energy. The first time I used it, it didn't work out for the best. So I'm not saying that again.
What was the question that you was going to ask Bruce before Bruce gets
say, where do you see Azeez matching up against the other guys? Because everybody's throwing it against Yarde, just because obviously I'm on the pod.
No,
but
of course.
Who else you got him up against that you think
you know what?
Get out of here based on
I would love. You know what? That's difficult. I don't know how it'd fare against someone like Craig, who's taller, but their jab is like very, very effective, and they got a right hand too. That would be a great fight, but I don't think you can put Azeez's name in the bottom of the pile like man have been doing for such a long time.
To leave the chat when you said Craig.
You can't do that. You know what I mean? Now I think it's cool. Like it's
all right. Let's say Azeez and Boatsy. How does that look for you? Because they're roughly the same height. They come forward and they go.
So them man train with each other as well. They've done bare rounds. They've done bare rounds. It's a bit mad.
That I'd have to say I don't know, but to me it's not a one-sided fight. That is not a one-sided fight at all. I would just have to say I don't know. Okay. Because listen, let me just say, yeah, go on.
Azeez and Lyndon Arthur.
Oof. You know what? I'd say Azeez. You know, I was that impressed with him, man.
He's a problem.
You know what? Right now, I have to give Azeez premium gas, like premium. I was so impressed with his discipline, his performance, and the fact that he's going to go away for his next fight and study the dude he's fighting and come up with a different game plan and implement it through the whole fight. That's
Azeez
what impressed me, man.
For Lyndon. He is a problem for Lyndon.
Name another person apart from Azeez who you've seen effectively use. Okay, it was Burton, whatever, but Burton's got two hands. We've seen from the Kid Galahad fight that it takes one punch. So let's stop this man was washed. Whatever. Look, one punch changes a fight. You know what I'm saying?
What did you see Lawal's punch, bruv?
Oh, bro. Madness. He folded him like a deck chair.
The folding was... Listen, he felt like fresh clothes, fam.
Jesus.
That was a bad fold, fam. I couldn't believe it, fam.
Jesus Christ. And then quickly before I dash, I just want to say the Bud fight, I completely agree with Ash, man. No one can... Once, Kenny came out and said what he said, there's no way... he knows what's best for his son. We're all there what do you mean? What do you mean? But the energy of your own child. You see your own child on the floor taking a punch that he's never normally taken. And he slaps the floor with why?
Anger. Yeah.
Anger. That's not your son. And let's talk, and let's be real. Porter is and has been a problem. He's a difficult opponent. He comes to fight. He's not no gimme fight. And so for him to turn around and go, you know what? I didn't really want to be a gatekeeper anymore. I feel like a few things weren't firing the way they should. But in saying that, Bud's performance was unreal. The way that he holds center and he starts firing those shots, combinations, dude, and how he switched it on in the 10th or whatever it was, man, I believe he slapped Spence. Even though we're talking about Bud coming from 2 weight classes below and meeting Spence, who's heavier for 147, I think he does the business, honestly. I think he really does.
Yeah. All right, we can't listen. Come on, talk the big talk.
Let's go.
And I hope you turn up, bro. Because listen, I already know if it doesn't go the way Travis wants it to go, everyone call in. Man will pile on, fam, because he will do the same to us, bruv. That's it, bruv. That's my energy.
I don't care. Don't spare me. I won't spare you. So don't spare me. That's the honor I'm on, fam.
100%. I would never spare you in this one. Cool. I'm gonna be on to you, fam. Here you go. Ash says, and very happy booby to this weekend too. For the weekend.
Andrade for winning his fight against
yeah.
That just looked very it looked like a routine beating as far as I'm concerned. I wasn't even emotionally moved.
I wasn't invested.
Yeah. No, I was invested. I was invested. I was ready for a good fight. I stayed up for it. But then the way it went, I was just
that's it. I forget that's what he calls himself. But yeah, I wasn't I was like, yeah. Anyway, pigeons in the park. Empty the Warring Cantunde. Nah. And this is, do you know what's magic? I feel like his career's not on the line, but a lot is on the line for Yarde.
No, but you got to remember, when it comes to Yarde in the conversation, a lot of men have feelings for Tunde that they let out via Yarde.
That's not fair.
It's just residual, that's
energy. Not fair. That's not, every time I see Yarde interview, they just dissing his coach. Which is mad.
It's like, do you like this guy? It's just Tunde I can't stand. It's just like, bro, in the comments, just relentless about Tunde. It's like, bro.
Yeah, but that's his guy. Do you know what I mean? So they have to just accept it. Oh, man, hold on. There's another one. Dan Azeez says, send Team Fury back up the M6 with a huge L. South London, stand up. Wow. That's a mad one. Sorry, but I will say that Lawal thing, though, he weren't that good. He just, again, stole that punch came from nowhere, and it was where it was. I weren't overly impressed by him. I think Riakpo actually beats Lawal, I think he gets it no?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah,
we'll
see how their journeys go. I need to see a bit more.
Listen, it's time, bruv. It's time to welcome, three-time champion, bruv. Taking out many a man on this platform, bruv. The guy's getting his own show on this platform, bruv. I'm telling the one and only, bruv. One of the greatest fighters to come out of, what we talking, South London, fam. Weighs in that. We don't know what he weighs in at, but weighs in, bruv. Let's go, bruv. You already know who it is. Capricorn Base.
Blue Borough. See that? Legend. Don't know.
Hey, talk to us. It was an amazing night. I don't know. The camera's looking crazy right now. I don't know who's there. There you go. Yeah, you're good. Talk to me, bruv. You saw a madness. We need to. You already know what the conversation is. I need you to give me your quick take though on the situation WBC and White Fury. Just a quick one on that. If what's your take on that?
Well, my take is I don't necessarily know what's going on. I mean, you were supposed to be called mandatory, but there's arbitration or some kind of legal thing happening, and they're saying, well, we can't give you that until this is over, almost like some kind of bribe thing. He's in a sticky situation. I mean, do you let it play out? Does he know how long it's going to take to finish? I don't think so, because them things you can't put a time frame on them. He might, if he really wants the shot, then he might have to let it go. And if he doesn't let it go, then unfortunately, you might have to say, boy, maybe he's not as keen on the shot as he wants, because they said that the terms is there. Like, you're the interim, that's the mandatory, and you get it as long as you finish this. Now he's got them man talking about, oh, well, we'll take you as a voluntary, gonna try to offer man 20%.
It's
don't make sense.
It's nuts.
It's mad. It's anyway. Let's just move on, because that's just mad depressing. Actually, that's just pissed me off, bro. WBC are trying to kill that guy. I don't get it. I really don't understand. Is Dylan that scary? What is it? Like, Travis, what's
Eddie Hearn? It's Eddie Hearn. It's Eddie Hearn. That's literally it. It's Eddie Hearn. You men are not realizing how serious these men are taking these promoter beefs. Like, watch Terence Crawford get the Errol Spence fight now. He'll probably sign like a 1-fight or a 2-fight deal with PBC. He'll get Errol Spence. This is what is keeping everything back. These men hate Eddie Hearn, bro. There was an interview with Leonard Ellaby, and them man were talking about Devin Haney fighting Gervonta Davis. Bro, Leonard Ellaby said F Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
He didn't even diss Devin Haney. It wasn't even about Haney. He said that brother there, bun at you. That's what's happening here.
But I'm telling you now, Spence ain't fighting Crawford.
That boxing guy, big up. You lot, make sure you check out that channel as well. 20% of 30 million. Wait, 20% of 30 million, still 6 million.
No, I ain't hearing that.
You lot taking that. Free seats, let me know what you're doing. But it feels like high corruption.
It is high corruption.
But they're saying, no, but they're saying 30 million. How much was his guarantee in his last fight? It was 5. The guarantee in the last fight was 5 million. So how are you guaranteeing that man's gonna get? There's a 30 million pound pot there.
Yeah, it's mad.
You can't trust Fury when it comes to the numbers.
Do you chance it to become the champion though? Do you just say,
I mean, personally, he should.
Yeah, he should.
But the problem is though, if he has the voluntary, that means he's gonna be stuck with Fury, or he's gonna be stuck with Top Rank. Because even if he wins, there's going to have to be a clause there where they're going to have options on man afterwards, or there's going to be the rematch clause. He's not going to be able to just take the belt and sail off.
Yeah,
so the mandatory is his best chance to get it and run clean.
Oh, that's real. That's real. But then they'll still squeeze a rematch clause in there still. If Eddie Hearn can get a rematch clause on their things.
But when Eddie Hearn gets the rematch clause in, that's because they're negotiating that prior. Remember, all Dylan has to do is say, no, purse bid. Fuck your rematch, purse bid. Apologies for swearing if you guys are trying to monetize. I apologize. I'm on it.
All right.
I'm on it. But that's literally what he's going to say. Mandatory, I want the purse bid because there's no rematch clause in that.
It's a bit...
That's true still.
It's a hard one. It's a sticky one still, but I will say this. WBC moving mad disgraceful. I can't believe what's going on there. It just pisses me off. But anyway, I'm going to let you move on to this one, and it gets us into the Crawford Spence conversation because everyone's excited about what Crawford did. Bruce Kai says, anyone see Spence dash out the arena when they mention his name?
Of course. Spence don't want that fight. I don't know. Is Danny in the background there? Is he on the line?
No.
All right, cool. Well, Danny knows that I was going to bring this up, innit? Like, me and him, like we're friends. We got our own WhatsApp group and whatnot. Boxing. Tony's in there as well. I've been telling Danny for years that Spence don't want the Crawford fight. He's always been like, nah, he just wants to get the belts. He's gonna get the belts. He wants to be the A side. Then he's gonna come back around to him. I've told him he don't want that fight. Man, he shook to death of fighting Crawford, knowing that man. Because if you think about it, it's not shook to death in terms of, oh shit, if I see a man on the road, like I'm gonna run the other way. It's not that kind of shook, but it's a shook of wrath. Yeah. I know this guy's league's better than me, and he came from a lower weight class. Do you know how crazy that's gonna look if I get knocked out?
You say league's better?
Yes, he's leagues better. Leagues.
I agree with that.
It's a strong.
Let's look at the way, for instance, right? I'm not saying Errol Spence Jr. is rubbish. I'm not saying that at all. But let's look at the way how he won his first belt. Right? He beat a weight drains, like dehydrated Kell Brook, coming back for 160. Kell Brook pretty much controlled the majority of that fight up until he started slowing down. And Kell Brook would have never been a match for Crawford back then or now or when he fought him. So if we're looking at it, we're saying, yes, Errol Spence is big, he's strong, he's got decent, good fundamentals, and obviously southpaw, which makes him like dangerous on that side. But when you look at it, like the whole style is basic. There's nothing there where you could say, right, this man can pull out a next tool out the tool bag and flip the script if it's not going right. He's got one way of fighting, and it works for him because he's normally the bigger guy in the ring. Because that dude's a fake.
I want to stop you just for a second. If there's someone that disagrees with Base right now, yeah, talking rubbish, Spence's second in the division. 1 second. All I want, is
being second doesn't change what he said though.
Yeah, and I'm saying don't just sit in the free seats. Turn up, bruv. This is Monday Night Smoke. If you believe it, I don't want to see you typing in the free seats and not getting involved, fam. Step up to the plate, bruv. Let's go, fam. In the middle of the ring.
Oh, the juice is saying he disagrees. We're bringing him in.
Let's go then. Let's go. About time.
The juice. Let's go, bro.
Hey,
what's going on, man?
Talk to me, bro. My fighter's back. War base. He's saying, boom, leagues better. What are you actually? Hold on. Let me just sort out my fighter. Let me get him right, fam. There you go. in the A side, fam. Let's do it. So he's saying, boom. You heard what he said, fam. What's your response?
There's no evidence to support that apart from personal feelings. Like his Terence Crawford's resume at welterweight, we're talking about 147, not 140, is not close to Errol Spence's. Errol Spence has had much tougher fight. The man was in a car crash. He almost died. He came back. His first fight was Danny Garcia. It wasn't no run of the mill. His first fight was Danny Garcia.
No. You're going to talk about Danny Garcia. What's Danny Garcia done at 147? He won a vacant title against a blown up lightweight.
Yeah.
What's he done at 147? His best times was at 140. And now we can't even be bothered to train for 147. That's why man's going to run up to 154. He don't really want. He's a part-timer.
He's not a part-timer.
He is a part-timer. He's a part-time fighter.
Don't act like he's a part-timer.
He's a part-timer.
What are you talking about? Who's mean machine? Danny Garcia will smash up everyone on Terence Crawford's resume. Danny Garcia would knock out that Kell Brook. He'd smash up Mean Machine. What are you talking about?
Caviar Laskus was a well-known Olympian. The only reason people don't chat about these men is because they're European.
Like who on his resume makes Terence Crawford
Who? What happened with Shaw Porter and Garcia?
That was a good. There you go, innit?
Huh?
Well, Errol Spence beat both, innit? So I have a way in it. Errol Spence beat both of them.
And Crawford beat Porter better than Spence did.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one in it. But it is a Porter.
Right, so who's it?
Hold on.
Got the best win out of all of them.
Let me land. It's a Porter that fought a prime Keith Thurman and took haymakers. Then he fought. It's a Porter that's taken haymakers from Keith Thurman in his prime. He's fought Danny Garcia, who's fought Errol Spence, and now he's fighting Crawford. What's Crawford been doing during all this time when them man on the other side were fighting each other? What was Crawford doing? Who was he fighting to tell you he's league better?
Crawford was fighting the people he was being put up against, because guess what? Them man there didn't take the fight.
He sat. Hold on. No, he didn't.
Danny Garcia was Terence Crawford's mandatory, and he said no.
He had a chance. Wait. He had a chance to leave Top Rank before and decided to re-sign. Only reason he's leaving now because Bob Arrow embarrassed him in front of everybody like an idiot. I made him like a fool. Now he wants to leave at 34.
He re-signed to Top Rank because they offered him a lot more money than anyone else was able to, and he was promised the fight.
Where is the evidence to suggest Terence Crawford is leagues better than him? Where is the evidence? Up until the 10th round. Wait. Before the 10th round, the 9th going into the 10th, he wasn't doing better than Errol Spence in the fight against Porter. He wasn't doing better. Like he was dominating.
So what? You didn't see a man put a man check hook into the side of the ring. You didn't see him check hook man into the goalpost like he's a wrestling man.
I seen him get
He gave him a turnbuckle whip. What are you talking about?
I seen him get cut. I seen him hold Paul.
Yeah,
I seen him try to do a
headbutt.
hold.
One second. We're gonna get back into this one. This is a tasty one right now. I want to talk to Travis quickly. You lot in the fight. That's the first half of the fight. I don't know who you got winning, who you got up on the scorecards. It's been interesting. I'm gonna keep it real. Base had him going in the beginning. I like what Base was doing, and then the juice. He refilled that thing, fam. The glass started to overflow, fam. But I don't know what's going on right now. Who you lot got winning? One name, fam. Is it Base? Is it the juice, fam? We'll go into the second round, fam. Let's go, fam. Hey, I'm putting on a big one here. The juice is juicing. Whoa. Base easily. Ty. Porter. Let me see what's going on. Base up 5. Bloody hell. Hold on. I hope you lot getting your side to gather yourself. Base. The juice is up. Raw. This is Base is. It's looking strong. Hey, Base is known as well. He's a home fighter, so but they respect the juice, fam. Let's go. Hey, listen, the juice, set pace, bro. Round 2, we're in, fam. Bring it home.
Listen, if Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight, the only reason I would give Crawford the edge is because of the car crash. By that car crash, I'm taking Spence to beat him. And the reason I'll take Spence to beat him is because Crawford has a very dangerous thing of trying to fight. Sometimes early in that fight, I was like, what is Crawford doing? He's trying to exchange with a shorter man inside just through pride and ego. And that's what he'll do. I reckon if he keeps it at a distance, he'll beat Spence. But his ego means he's going to try to fight Spence. And in an exchange, I reckon he might get clipped and go down. So the only reason I give him a slight edge because of the car crash. And that's outside the ring. Nothing to do with pure skill or anything like that. His styles make fights. And he doesn't like pressure. If Sean Porter could put you under going into the 10th round, if Sean Porter could do that, Errol Spence is much stronger than Sean Porter. Errol Spence is much stronger than Sean Porter.
All right, so
Errol Spence hits harder than Sean Porter.
Wait, what?
Is it?
You think so?
What did you say? What's your last
Errol
one?
Spence hits harder than Sean Porter.
Hold on. Wait. Okay.
Based on what knockouts?
Go on, Base. Go on. It was good.
Right.
It was good
Okay. So let me address what you've just said there. First of all, so, you need to turn down the echoes messing you up.
Your echoes crazy, man.
Oh my, sorry.
It's like getting banged twice,
right,
fam. You don't need that.
There we go. That's better. All right. Now, hear what I'm saying. Yeah, you're saying, Crawford's gonna go up in the pocket and possibly get clipped by Spence. Well, what did Spence do against Mikey Garcia? A man that came up from 135 to 147. Did he even drop him? Did Mikey even have any cuts or real bad bruises on his face after all the punches that got landed on him? But you're telling me that Spence is the stronger guy. Did Spence do any real damage to Garcia? Did he put a cut on Crawford the way that did he put a cut on Porter the way that Crawford did? So what is this power you're talking about? Man ain't had power since the Kell Brook fight, realistically. And what happened? Why was that? Because Kell came down from 160 to 147, living the life, boiling himself down, already had one broken eye socket, so the other one was easier to break, and that's what happened. He had one knockout after that against a nobody as a voluntary defense. Since then, bare decisions. But you reckon that he's gonna clip Crawford and put him down? Really? Who in the 147 division?
Right. Wrap it up.
Hey, be the dad. All I'm saying is my fighter does it again. Let me get him out of here. Hey, rest up, bro.
You know why I pulled him out? Preparation. It's preparation.
Yo, and peoples, before I jump on the undefeated and everything,
what prompted you to stop the fight tonight?
Honestly,
I just want to say before man jumps on the full undefeated thing, we got some big announcements. Obviously, you man have just heard I'm gonna have a show on there and everything. It's gonna be cracking. I'm looking forward to joining the team. Blue Borough strong, but you man subscribe to my channel. Win it. Base the kid, the hardcore casual. I'm out.
Let's go. Look at my fighter.
Hey, bro, phone down Azeez. He just phoned me just now. He's ready.
Look at my fighter, bro. Now he'll be cheese though. He'll come again, fam. He'll come again, bro.
Someone said premature stoppage. Look, I didn't like what I was seeing out there. The preparation.
War base? Nah, don't piss me off, bro. Let's call Dan Azeez though. Dan, let's go. Here we go. Oh my days!
It's that Azeez.
What's going on? What's going on, my bro?
What do you mean? What's going on, fam? Bro, you're the champion, bro.
Come on.
Hey, hold on. He's gonna start talking first because I'm gonna get gassed.
First of all, congratulations. British light heavyweight champion. Well deserved. Great performance. You battered my man. Bro, you know what I liked, yeah? The performance was amazing. But the post-fight interview, let's just be real. You thought about us before you did that interview, innit?
Dan, talk to us. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It was cutting out.
It's cutting out. All right, do that again. Say, because you didn't hear that. Did you hear anything that Travis said?
No, I didn't even hear it.
Run it back again, Travis.
I was saying great performance, solid. Yeah, I mean, the British light heavyweight champion right now. It's amazing. But you know what I enjoyed more than the performance was your post-fight interview, fam. Be real, yeah?
Yeah.
You were thinking about us before you did the interview, innit?
Because it was sounding.
I was thinking about how much people don't really want the smoke, man. That's what I was really.
That's what I'm saying, fam. Listen, Dan, that energy, yeah. There's a punch that you gave, and when his head rocked back onto the ropes, yeah.
That left hook, bro, tremendous.
I don't understand where that animosity came from. Did he?
Yeah.
What did he take from you? Because that energy, even you're telling him, meet me in the middle. You're on that right now. Every single time you're like, come, let's go.
You know what's funny? When I was saying that, I could hear Fury like, no, keep boxing him, just box him. But I give it to him. He's got heart in it. The pride wouldn't let him just box. He thought, yeah, come, let's have it. And then he just fell into my game plan. I said, yeah, that's brilliant, excellent, let's go.
Oh my goodness. It was literally like you've done something. You've done something. The way they're looking, the way they have to look at you now, you have to be acknowledged. And the one thing you said, yeah, you see on the domestic scene, man, them really have to respect your name, fam. Because
100%.
I've been tired. You already know. You've seen how many times when I see you in person, fam. I'm saying, why are they leaving you out, fam? I'm on it. They can't leave you out no more, fam.
And basically, that performance was just all that frustration of like I'm here, like, can you not see what I'm doing? Like, do you know what I mean? Fight after fight, I'm still sidelined. Like, I'm that forgotten boy, that forgotten child. So that's where that ferociousness came from. Like, if I'm honest with you, because a lot of people, even on like, I'm not really into the bookies and that, but in the bookies, apparently I was the favorite. But in the boxing fraternity, everyone was like, I don't know, like, it's gonna be closer, but they think Hosea might just edge it. He's got the experience and that. I was like, okay, cool, watch this, no problem.
I like that. Hey, what was your beef with Matt Macklin, fam?
Yeah,
no, because I see him. I heard him. Like, I was watching the weigh-in, and I heard him. He was like, I used to spar Hosea like he's a puncher. This, I'm thinking, bro, you're middleweight. I'm a fully fledged, hungry light heavyweight. You're telling me about you used to fight him, you used to spar him and stuff like that. I said, no problem. And then even Johnny Nelson was like, yeah, if it goes the distance, he's favoring me. But if anyone gets knocked out or stopped, it's going to be me that gets knocked out. I said, no problem.
Can you imagine, bro?
The thing is, I don't usually watch interviews before the fight. But I watched that. I don't know. I was probably just bored, trying to get in the zone. I said, you know what? Watch this. Both of you. Watch this. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny, yeah? The commentary was crazy, but you were so good. They couldn't even, they didn't want to give you that good
commentary. Give it up.
They had to. You forced them to give it up. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to force a lot of men in your division to give it up as well, fam.
Yeah,
they don't want to see you, fam. They don't want to see you. Keep calling names.
They have to. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear all this fighting for this intercontinental belt or trying to fight European, world. Let's all mix it up. We all think we're all good enough. Like, what is it? Like, let's go. Like, I don't understand what's happening. All of us, we can all have we can all have a good little round robin. Like, it will make for good fights. I don't know what everyone's shook up. Like, to be fair, let me not even say the fighters are shook, obviously, because I know promoters and managers, they've all got their agendas. But I'm sure everyone can force.
Bruv, don't double back. Don't double back, fam. Say what you're saying, fam.
Who do you want?
No, like, to be fair, I would like the winner of Yarde and Linden. I'm definitely rolling to that fight. I'm down there.
Hey, you gotta climb the ropes. Climb the ropes. As soon as that fight is done, climb the ropes.
Climb the ropes, fam.
I'm definitely going there. So whoever's ready, like the winner, because they can't tell me they're gonna have a world title shot straight away because Callum Johnson is fighting for one. So I'm sure they can entertain a fight with the British champion. Like, you can't tell me I ain't nobody or anything. I've got the title. I'm the best in Britain.
Dan, let me not. I need to gas you right now. I hope you're focused and you're listening to this, fam.
Yeah, I'm listening,
as soon as the bell's gone, I need to hear strong Dan Azeez, fam. I need to hear my turn next, bruv. Just shouting it, fam. And just walk forward, fam. And all they're gonna do, it's gonna pan to you, fam. That's the British champion talking right there. Bro, that's all they're gonna say, fam. And then they get in the way, fam. Heard all the thing. I'm telling you right now, yeah, that's gonna go all over Twitter. It's finished. The fight is on, fam. And they'll go back to your last interview, fam. They'll go back to that when you said raw. Let's all dust it up, fam. Domestic. Why are we talking like this, bruv? Big man, you need to be the loudest voice there, bruv. Make yourself heard, fam.
No, it's real. Like, come on, look at all these dead YouTubers and that. They're getting peace, so no one can't say, oh, you know, I'm going to the world scene because it's more money there. If we domestically hype ourselves up and say, yeah, we want to mix it up with each other, there's money there, like, no doubt about it, man. I'm ready 100%. To go to any platform, any, like, whether it's Frank, whether it's Matchroom, whether it's any of them.
Who are you signed with right now?
Oh, man. I ain't with anyone. I'm not even with Fox or Sky, but obviously after the fight the other day, I had 2 offers, so we're just seeing. I can't really disclose who from.
Don't disclose, fam. Pretend the bag.
Disclose who from, but yeah, hopefully we can get something sorted, man. Either way, I don't mind, man. Even if I'm with one promoter, I'll go on the other side, man, to fight. I don't care, man.
Dan, don't listen. Hear me out, yeah. Don't sign that contract until you fly them fences, because I'm telling you now, the money's going up, bruv. As soon as you cross that, as soon as you fly and say, what now, fam? Then, man, the offer that they gave you before, it changes because we're interested.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
It's not today's price. 1,000,000%.
Yeah, it's changed. It's different. I'm so proud, fam. I'm gassed.
No, thank you, man.
We love what you're doing. We thank you for supporting us from early. You was one of the first.
No, thank you for supporting me, man. You lot were the first to champion me, you know what I mean? So I'm always indebted to you lot. You lot are real. You give me the real, and yeah, that's what we love, man.
Let's go. Listen, come on, bro. Enjoy your settings, fam. Enjoy.
No, I appreciate it, man.
Listen. If you don't know, if I don't hear your voice, in this, you know the voice note that's coming from you is just it's gonna be Stormzy disappointed, fam.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
All right,
come on, man. I'm there, man.
Come on, let's go.
I love, man. Bro. Take care.
Come on, bro. You gotta gas the man, then, fam.
Oh, bro,
it's he's gonna make money, fam. He'll make money, fam. I'm telling you,
it's amazing. The energy is the light heavyweight scene is just so thriving. It's just lovely. It's just lovely, bro.
I'm gassed, you know. You don't know how gassed I am, fam. Anyhow,
listen.
Bloody hell.
Just imagine a night, yeah. Just say, let's just for the sake. I'm just gonna throw names out randomly, yeah.
Yeah.
You got Dan Azeez versus Boatsi, Craig Richards versus Lyndon Arthur, Yarde Callum Johnson.
Oh my god.
Who else I'm forgetting? Just match them up in one night.
All of them fight, bro.
Oh man,
because we would enjoy.
I love the light heavyweight division so much, bro.
That just gassed me, fam. Let me, let's just bring it. Let me respect this guy as well, because this climb from southern area, and he's had some bad nights. But this man is now a legend in the undefeated scene, fam. Monday night smoke after Monday night smoke. He's taken all challenges, bruv. He even knocked me down, fam. We've had a few back and forth, bruv. But I remember taking a bad knockout from this guy, bruv. And I respect him now, bruv. We hugged it out in the middle of the ring, fam. He said, you know what?
Horrendous stoppage.
Hey, chill out.
Over the ropes and that, fam.
Chill out. Right now, bro, we're gonna walk him. It's not even my fighter, bro, but you gotta give him that respect, bro. It's the one and only OTC.
Big up, man. Listen, I love that intro, man. And big up Dan Azeez. Dan Azeez cheered me up. You know what it is, yeah? I'm so happy that you guys got me on after the Dan Azeez talk, because if you got me on after the Yarde one, my heart was pumping. I was cheating. I was just like, raw. You know you're pissed, but you're powerless at the same time. You're just sitting there watching, like, yo, like. But all I'm saying is, yeah. No, yeah. I'm not even gonna listen. All I'm saying is this, yeah. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about Yarde, yeah. When I watch, I'm gonna give flowers to Lyndon if he wins, but if Yarde wins, bro,
because you're part of Tunde, your team Tunde in that, fam. That's your team, bro.
Listen, listen, yeah. It's difficult hearing the stick like Yarde underneath Dan Azeez. You know what? I'm a huge fan of Dan Azeez as well. Huge fan of Dan Azeez. And do you know what it is? I'm so proud of Dan Azeez because throughout the year, I think I was speaking to him like a few months ago, and then I think that's when Craig had the belt, and that he wasn't. Oh, I think I heard an echo.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I think Craig had the belt. Somebody had the belt, and it wasn't being vacated for the British title, and he was pushing for it. So I'm very proud that he got it. But
wait, hold on a second. I just want to stop you. This curse that you have, I don't want it to play at any part in this
I'm not
fight.
saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Now I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Just list a bunch of different characteristic traits that these fighters have, and just keep it moving, bro.
Exactly.
Don't put your prediction in this fight. There's bare people in the comments saying, "Say it." I don't want you to say it. Just
even when this man them in here saying, "Be careful, OTC."
Yeah, listen. This ain't the time. I can't let that one run. Nah, brother.
Nah, do you know what it is? Because you lost the first
you
time.
gotta talk the talk, fam. Wait, no, I'm not gonna ask you about this fight that's coming up. I'm not gonna ask you about that one. Who wins? Because you're a big Yarde fan as well, and you've had enough. Who wins? Dan Azeez and Yarde.
Boxing wins. But listen, with regards to Terence Crawford and Porto, right?
Great boxing.
Great boxing this weekend. Do you know what it is with Terence Crawford? He can switch up the styles, southpaw, orthodox. He's clean with it. Mm-hmm. I had him losing that fight on points going into that 10th round. So I'm very happy that his team sort of told him that as well.
I don't know why people had him down on the scorecard. I didn't have him down on the scorecard. It's because of them flipping cards them commentators have. Them men just say whatever they want. Nah, man. I was watching that fight thinking, if we scored it after 6 rounds, I'd say, yeah, Porter was up. But after that, it's all Crawford.
Yeah, but it was very close.
It was close.
It was very close. It was close. If people had him ahead, from my perspective, I had Porter winning, just like I had Porter winning that fight. So the fact that they told him, to be fair, his team probably had him Porter winning up as well. That's why they probably told him. And all of this, the thing is, I want to know if Terence had stepped it up a whole gear much earlier, how quick could he have took Porter out?
Maybe.
Because I think
if it's going to be quick, it's going to be a round or two quicker. It's not going to be much quicker. You got to remember, like, Porter is such a scrappy opponent to deal with. Like, so it's going to take time to catch him clean and let that build up. And
it's hard as well, because you got to ask yourself what the judges are looking for. Because even did he hear someone shouting, "Don't let him steal the round! Don't let him steal the round!" Because those lovely punches at the end of the round, they go a long way as well. So this is a big part of it. So when you're looking at it, there was times when it's so hard because the rounds were so mixed.
It was so close, isn't it?
So close. It was so close. So to just be like, it wasn't. You can't throw it out and say it wasn't close, because it depends now what you look for as a judge as well. if you say, because end of the day, Porter was landing real punches that hurt. Like they were real. These were real punches. He went like, I'm just trying to score points. No, these are punches to do damage. But at the same time, the check hooks that will come in, the counter punching from Crawford was incredible. So someone might just say on that, I'm giving it to him like that.
Yeah, cool. But another side of looking at it is that Terence was in there fighting his brethren. And at times, it looked like...
That's true.
It looked like he was fighting his brethren, bro.
See the brethren thing. What?
He was talking with him. He was laughing with him. He was like they say, yeah, nice shot. Bro, they didn't look like they were going to take each other out. Put it this way.
It was sparring energy. And then round 10, the brother said to him, you're down. He's like, wait, hold on a minute. So this game I'm playing it. No. All right,
I'm bringing in Danny. Because Danny's in the ring. He trains, man. I want to hear what his take is, because Travis is saying a wild thing right now. Travis is saying that them man were looking like brethrens, yeah, and they were kind of looking after each other. I saw venomous punches.
Crawford was looking after him, not
each
other. We weren't each other.
No.
Give me your take.
Terence Crawford was breaking Sean Porter down with the body shots. Actually, if you notice, every time Sean Porter leaped in, Crawford would land a countering uppercut to the solar plexus and to the ribs. So he knew he had to slow Porter down. You can't just take Porter out just straight away with a headshot. So it didn't look like so obviously Crawford was shot.
There's a mad sound. There's a mad acoustic, fam.
No, it's my son. He's playing some game. Stop doing that, yeah.
So shut the game off.
Run the household. Move like Kenny, fam. Kenny wouldn't have that, fam.
Yeah. So when he realized he was down on the cards, because it was basically another Mayweather Gervonta Davis moment where he was like, "What? How?" And it was basically the person who he was looking to outside the ring was doing the basic. I'm not trying to lie to you. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. And that's when he said, "Yeah." So that's what it was, that kind of moment. And then so that's when So he was breaking him down with a body shot. So no, it wasn't a sparring thing. He was trying to take him out.
There you go. This is what I'm
saying. Also, Base is on earlier talking about since Kell Brook fight, he ain't stopped nobody. He stopped Lamont Peterson, and you're talking about he didn't take out Mikey Garcia. For one, Spence didn't try to hurt Mikey Garcia. He was just outboxing him, and no one's actually knocked down Mikey Garcia before. No one's knocked down Danny Garcia before. Yes, it was a great performance by Terence Crawford, but he caught Porter at the end of the career when Crawford and Porter's been in with how many people? He boxed in as an amateur at 75 kilos, which is super middle, been in with Usyk, been in with James DeGale. So a lot of wear and tear of punches on him would accumulate to him finally going down at the end of his career, unfortunately, because the punch resistance wouldn't be the same as it was 3 years ago, because Crawford, I don't think, would have stopped Porter 3 years ago. So you have to take things like that into account also.
I think he just stopped him 3 years ago. I'm not having that.
But I think what you're saying, the reason why I think he would have stopped him 3 years ago as well is I just think the precise punching that he's just going to consistently land on him. He's still going to get those shots. Crawford is still going to be Crawford. So, but yeah, back to your point about Errol Spence and his knockout power. Cool. The Lamont Peterson knockout happened right after Kell Brook, but since then there hasn't been any. Now I'm looking at them now and I'm like, hold on a second. No, sorry, Carlos Ocampo, but I don't know who's really rating.
We don't count.
But that's 3 years ago. We're talking 2018. I don't think that power today with Errol Spence. I don't think he has that.
Well, he dropped Porter, remember, in the 10th round.
Wait, 1 second. Someone said enough. Someone said, I'm coming back to you, fam. I'm coming back to you. Base said enough. He said, don't say my name, fam. He said, don't say my name, bro.
It's going on.
Bloody hell, fam.
All right. So, no, I was going to clarify one thing. I did say he knocked down a man afterwards who was like basically a nobody. That was a Campo, right? Now Lamont Peterson, as we're talking about, he was also washed. Like he wasn't the real Lamont Peterson. True or false?
Yeah, he was at the end of the tether. Like James DeGale was at the end of the tether against Eubank, just like Porter was at the end of his tether against Crawford.
But Porter already said that he was gonna retire after the Spence fight. But so he after having that Spence. No, don't cut me. Don't cut me.
Okay. Go on.
Right. Man said I was going to retire. He said I was going to retire after Porter. But then after that fight, after Spence, but after that fight, like something like it just didn't seem right. There was still something left. Like it wasn't how it should have been. Now we has this fight. Is like, now I know it's the end. Like this was different. This wasn't the same. Like a man blatantly said that Spence and Crawford, like they're not comparable together. Like Crawford, what did he call him? He called him a John. He said man's a special case. And before I even jump off of this, because this is your time, I only came on to clear up a couple points, right? Right. Remember when I said to you about Spence not really wanting that fight, and you was like, no, come on, he just wants to clear up the belts, everything, all that stuff. Well, now we've seen the actions on Saturday. Do you now admit that man's not really on it? Let's be real.
Because he left. Talk to things, fam.
That walkout was crazy.
Yeah, he that did hurt my heart because he shouldn't have
because you was crying. You was crying on the WhatsApp. I saw the emojis, but you weren't happy.
No, I weren't happy.
And I told you, like you was like, oh, look, I know, but I should have backed my guy. I just have to back my guy. I can't fault. I goes, you know what? That's why it hurts you so much.
Enough.
You emotionally invested in a fake Jamaican, and that's what happened to you. So at least now we know for moving forward. But I'm gonna let you finish your thing. Go ahead, big man.
Oh, it's superior. Wait, we need to give him. It's superior, not twice on the night. No. It's a historical night, fam. I told you what's going on, fam. I told you. He even talked about his emotions that they have in the private messaging, fam.
Wow.
It's superior, fam. It's never been done, bruv. In the shot the mic. I'm gonna bring him back in, but I need to give him time. He's getting oxygen right now. Danny's gonna be okay.
Right now. Guys, don't celebrate just yet. We want to make sure it's okay.
We don't know if he's
play that video.
Play that video. Play the Kenny video just to quickly. We have to make sure he's okay.
What prompted you to stop the fight tonight?
Honestly, it's preparation.
Honestly. Wow. You gotta walk off. Walk to me. You still want to fight?
Of course I want to fight.
I'm dead. Hey, don't worry, bro. You'll come again. Hey, Travis, we're keeping that clip, bro, because it's gonna be used.
Honestly? All right.
All right. I don't know, Danny. I think you might need to sleep on this one still because Mace came back.
Yeah, that was a good little movie he did. But
don't worry, you'll come again. Our teachers in session still. We need to go to school, so we're gonna quickly go there.
Hey, let me get Lidio in. Let's get Lidio in. He's been waiting for a minute still.
Are you sure? Because Maestro.
Yeah. We'll get to Maestro after.
All right, cool.
Lidio, what's good?
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, all good, brother. How are you, man?
Crazy night, fam.
Listen, man. First off, to go to the original point about Kenny Porter, I think for more clarification, hearing him in the post-fight press conference, it made me respect him more, and I definitely agree with the stoppage. I think the issue is just that, to put it nicely, he lacks tact sometimes. So what he's saying is an issue. Is like, brother, I understand you mean well, but you're saying it in a very down-putting way to Porter, to Sean. And obviously, it's like, I get the whole thing of like, well, we don't know the relationship between son and father. That's cool. But there's still ways, like, even if I'm upset with family in public, there might be a way I'll be like, right now, whilst in public, I'm not feeling that. And then if I want to argue later on, I'll do it behind the scenes and give them the dressing down. I just felt like in the ring, it lacked tact. But then the funny thing is, in the post-fight press conference, he spoke in a more elegant way. So that's all I'll say for the people that
his
don't.
His emotion was probably in it, though. His emotion was probably in at the time when he was asked, in it. So,
but also, you got to understand that anything he said, like Sean Porter is more familiar with his dad than any of us.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So even he wasn't annoyed, like even in the moment.
Yeah.
So for
he
me,
made a few faces like, "Oh, raw," but then he's like,
"No, that's what I'm saying." I just thought that it lacked tact in the moment in front of people. I never said how he speaks to him is their business, but in front of other people, it's like, "Yo, You know when have you ever seen people like your friend's family argue in front of you and you're just like, yo, rude boy, can you not do this in front of me?
Bro, it's mad awkward, fam.
It's like, let me go home first, man. You know, really out here cussing.
Yeah.
It's
But
nuts.
They're out here living their truth, fam.
listen, we've all given flowers to Crawford, so I'll keep it short on Crawford because everyone's giving all the flowers to him. But honestly, he needs to fight Ugas next. He needs to find a way to get Ugas next because if Spence gets that fight first, Spence ain't making that fight with Crawford. If Spence get all 3 belts, I promise you he will not fight Crawford, or he will wait until Crawford is older than he already is. Because people forget, as young as Crawford looks, my man is what, mid-30s?
34, yeah, 34.
Yeah, you ain't got too many years. And
That's
if
crazy.
Spence gets that 3rd belt, they're going to draw it out until what, Crawford is like, what, 38 or something. So if I'm Crawford,
No, they can't.
right
They
now,
won't be able to get away with it. They want that. Like now he's left. Now he's a free agent. He has to get that fight. He got to see
listen,
that fight
one
next
thing
year.
about PBC, they have no shame. Look at Javante Davis, who he's facing, and they're calling him a king of the lightweights. How? My man's facing, I don't even know my man's name. And they're making it pay-per-view, and you think that PBC won't have shame to tell Spence to draw it out even more. That's what I'm saying. The only way for Terence Crawford to get leverage is that he has to go and get the belt from Ugas. Forget Spence for now, as crazy it sounds. Get the belt from Ugas, and so then at least Crawford can go, I've got 2 belts now, undisputed, let's do this. Done. And no one can chat rubbish
That
to
might
him.
be the route. That might be the route, you know.
Hear that.
Yeah,
It's the
it
only
makes
way
sense.
because, listen, PBC, they'll find a way because the funny thing is this leads into my next point. We got to put more respect on Bubu Andrade's name. We have to.
Talk to us. Why?
Because I feel like people obviously we make fun of him. Payday, you want payday? I know that.
But he's on smoke though.
Listen,
it's true.
I think what he showed this weekend is what Eddie Hearn has always wanted from him. Go in there, finish these guys, take the safety off, go in there, finish them. And even the way he was on the mic after, I was just like, that is the energy you need because he stuck it on Munguia, he stuck it on Triple G, he stuck it on the announcer, bruv. He said, listen, you were the guy that was saying Munguia needs to fight Triple G. Tell him he needs to fight me. Are you going to be number 1 in my ranking and you don't want to fight me and you're meant to be the guy? And I think finally, it's kind of like finally, Andre, finally getting it. This is how you get your big fight. You put your finger into everyone's chest and you let them know, I'm here right now. No one tried to avoid me. And if I'm so horrible, show me I'm horrible. And that's the energy. And I love Charlo brothers. I love them. But listen,
it's time to fight
on their side. It's
That man
looking
needs to
very
fight.
spooky
It's-
on their side.
It's looking crazy, bro. It's looking
If
crazy.
Jamal doesn't go after Triple G after the Murata fight, or whoever wins that car, I'm not gonna just give it to Triple G like that. Whoever wins Triple G or Murata, if Charlo doesn't go for either of them, it's looking very spooky on his side.
All right. Lineal is smoking, fam. And we got to put some respect on this guy because this is one of the first champions, fam. When we started having these swing offs, man, this was the one, bro. That's how they call him Lineal Ray, fam.
Listen,
You know who Lineal is? You know who Lineal is right now? Lineal is like Chris Eubank Senior, fam, because that era in the beginning
Come on,
where
man.
he like dominated.
Cut from an old cloth, man. You see
Old
us
cloth.
out here.
Yeah.
But one thing before I go off, because I know Maestro is in the wing.
Yeah.
Frank Warren is a dirty promoter. And don't get me wrong, he's been doing it for years. But Dan Azeez alluded to it earlier on. The way they snuck out that Callum Johnson fight with Joe Smith Jr., that was meant to be Lyndon Arthur's title shot. And that is nasty from Frank, bro. Now, like, obviously, when people want to be like, oh, Arthur shook of Yarde and this, that, and the third, think about it like this.
I'm so glad you said that, you know. I'm so glad because that needed to.
But you know why? But you know why though? Because Arthur has made it very clear that he is not signing anything with Frank after this fight.
No, because he got buoyed, he got mistreated.
Yeah, because how many times are you going to buoy him off?
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is the reason why he would have given that to Johnson at this point is because Arthur's like, bro, don't think for a second I'm going anywhere with you after this.
Nah, that's after the fact, though. That is after the fact.
I hear you.
That's after the fact. Because think about it like this, yeah. The spot that Callum Johnson got, Arthur actually got that spot before him. So therefore, obviously, Arthur's thinking, give me my world title shot. And even Pat alluded to it. Let Lyndon make some money from this thing. and we'll face you again later on. But let us make money from this thing because you lot have made money.
They
So
did
obviously, for me, I'm taking it as he's talking about the world title shot, and he's saying, give me the world title shot first, and Yarde can have his rematch, but let me just have my shot. And the fact that they've snuck out that announcement, because that Callum Johnson one is only proper insiders that know about that fight. Like, it's like they snuck it out on purpose. That's nasty, bro. That is nasty. And I honestly hope that is a situation where Lyndon Arthur can do what Terence Crawford done to Bob. And I want him to beat Yarde. The thing, I've got nothing against Yarde. I just want him to beat him, to stick it to Frank, get that world title shot. And I hope the contract ends on that world title shot. And then he goes, cool, see you later, I'm off the boxer.
Hold tight, let's go. And it's getting better over there.
I don't think Matchroom will suit him only because they've already got Craig Richards and Watsy. So go boxer, man. Listen, I know Yarde is your guy. I'm an East Londoner as well. It's all love Yarde, but I'm going to need Lyndon after to stick it to the man for this one. 0161, man in the building.
Just make sure on December 6th you come right back here for Monday Night Smoke.
Yeah, come on, man. I never
it's going to be
lineal for a reason.
Lineal for a reason, fam. Listen, class is in session, fam. We need to learn, fam. The whiteboard is there, the pen is there, fam. I already know what time it is. You lot need to know, bruv. At Maestro Boxing, fam. He's got his own show, bruv. You lot need to go and tune into that thing, fam. Let's not move.
Maestro, what's going on?
Nah, not that kind of starting, fam.
Where's the sound?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, force of habit. I like making sure I'm muted when I'm not speaking. You know, you got a professional show there. Everybody that hasn't tuned in on demand, you know, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good shit. You know, I'm trying to make sure that the sounds are right. That's all it is.
I appreciate it.
You know, so look, I'm just glad I could take a break from my community for a little second because I've been catching heat because of I've been calling out Teofimo on my channel for the cornball shit that he does, and a lot of I wouldn't say a lot, but there's a few people who don't really like me discussing it, but you know, it is what it is.
He's from your neck of the woods, right? Are they expecting you to just back it?
Well, it's like I hashtag Cloutgate. You know, he shows up to Canelo's post-fight press conference with 6 title belts, including 2 WBC titles. You know, to me, that's clout chasing, right? His dad is handing him the belts as he goes on stage. You know, his dad is there saying that the only one who could beat Canelo is his son. This is after Canelo just beat Caleb Plant, by the way.
Yeah,
he's saying that that they motivated Canelo to be undisputed, right? And then you know, I've been speaking about a few things, but it's funny how when you're fans of a certain fighter, right? If anybody says anything critical, it's but you got to keep the same energy for such and such. It's like we're not talking about such and such. I'm talking about this dude. I'm talking about this dude calling Devin Haney a nigger to his face, and nobody's saying shit about it. But look, and then they want to attack me. It's okay, but I digress.
Because you know, Fat Joe's got a whole tune on that one, so it's like
there's nothing political about it. You do the Ancestry.com checks. There's no African in there. There's none. So stop it. Anyhow,
all right, let's go.
Anyhow, where was I gonna go again? Look, I didn't even think about Lineal's statement. I just thought of that. He's absolutely right. Callum Johnson is ranked number 9, right? Joe Smith is ranked number 1. I mean, Arthur is King Arthur's ranked number 1. My only guess is it's a mandatory fight, right? So
no, it's not. No, they're just taking
Arthur's right. I'm sorry. It's a optional defense.
Yeah,
right. And he's not the mandatory just yet. That's the only thing I could guess. But if you're a fan of Lyndon Arthur, it's no big deal. You know, hopefully he has Bugsy Malone doing the walkout. You know, he gets into the ring and it's easy work. You know what I mean?
This is it. I want to ask you this question: What has happened in America that Big E is doing a lot of people's walkouts and stuff?
Bro, that's a good question.
I don't get what's going on. Having him, because he did he done the last fight, I saw him twice.
I thought he did a good job.
He did a good job, but it was almost Porter had the bigger intro where like you saw Crawford, you see, that's why you're hard to market, because he just ran in.
He had Rhapsody. He had a Rhapsody doing the rap too, right? But then you know what the funny thing is, Porter had like on paper the better intro.
He did,
but in practice, Terrence Crawford's intro was great. He came out to the LL Cool J "I'm Bad" all by himself, no entourage, no nothing.
He just ran in though. He ran in so quick, bro. It felt on a Kenyan running, fam. He looked like it was a marathon settings, bro. He just kept a good pace and he just got in there, fam. I was really surprised.
I thought it was good. It's interesting to me though. It's like it's still tough for me to like rank the welterweights, and I'm going to tell you why. Crawford is a guy who just beat, obviously, Porter.
Yeah.
But Porter's lost to Keith Thurman. Porter's lost to Errol Spence Jr. Porter's also lost to Kell Brook. Right? I mean, how much credit, if you think about it realistically, how much credit do you get for beating Sean Porter?
Well, you seen Sean Porter. I think you have to say the way he had to give him credit as well. You have to.
I'm not giving him credit, but at the same time, this is something that Kell Brook already did. This is something that Keith Thurman already did. This is something that Errol Spence Jr. already did. And yes, he did stop him. By the way, I felt the stoppage was okay, but what the dad did at the end was crazy. I mean,
yeah, what do you
he
think?
literally threw his son under the bus and beep, 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 like backed up over him. It's like, that was crazy. But on paper, Errol Spence still has a much more impressive record at welterweight. He does.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But the reason, like, you can't like minimize the credit that you give for beating Sean Porter just because, like, Porter is still a top level opposition. Like, if we're looking at just resume, forget the wins and losses. Porter's resume is crazy.
It's crazy, but it's also a guy who hasn't scored a knockout since 2017. It's also a guy that went to distance with Sebastian Formella.
Errol Spence ain't scored a knockout since 2018.
And I think our UK welterweights will struggle with Porter. Let me be honest with you. I think he beats a lot of them. I don't think he's in real retirement form. I think he's just saying that he will beat most of our UK, like the welterweights that come to the party. It could get peak. What he's saying, he's beaten Marku. I still think he beats Avanesian. I still think he's
beating Conor Bay.
What are we talking about? So it's
I realize that, but that's domestic level, European level. Like, we're talking world level, right?
At the UK level.
so like, we could try to, just slip that in under the rug and act like those names are part of the discussion, KG. But we know they're not. But that was a good try to get the UK involved in world-class welterweight boxing. That was some slick shit right there. That was some slick shit right there. I'm not even gonna lie. But you almost caught me too. You almost did. But I'm not discrediting Crawford. I'm just making a case that we still need to settle this in the ring. We still need to see Spence versus Crawford. We do. And Ugas is still in the mix as well. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Yeah, no, he is. But then you got Jerome Ennis and there's a lot of guys coming up real quick. They're gonna be in the mix very soon. So these guys, they don't age overnight.
Before I go, because I know there's people here lined up that want to get in, right? I want people to stop hating on Canelo. I want people to stop acting like there's no boxing outside of the United States. I want people to stop acting like, because you cannot even name any of the cruiserweight champions, that it's not a big deal that this dude is moving up to challenge at cruiserweight. There's a lot of ignorance in the United States as it relates to stuff that doesn't happen outside of the United States. And the first thing you hear when you hear about Canelo taking on Makabu is, who's Makabu? Well, I'm sorry, if you've never heard of this dude, like, somebody's got to pull your card as like a hardcore boxing fan, because at least you should have seen the fight with Bellew. if not the fight that he had in Russia on the Yarde Kovalev undercard, if not a bunch of other stuff that I've streamed as a boxing fan on the internet. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
So
I don't.
So do you think Makabu's showing up to win that night when he fights?
Makabu's showing up to win, and this is what I told people on this side, people that watch my channel and people who watch channels that I go on. Makabu's more of a threat than Benavidez. Makabu's more of a threat than Charlo. Who has Charlo beat? He just went life and death with Montiel in his last fight. His four of his last 5 fights at 160 have gone the distance, right? And he's not even fighting in Canelo's weight class. Andrade, same thing. People want to give Andrade credit. Okay, I get it. I like that he repped Cape Verde before the fight. That was kind of cool. I don't know if you guys saw that, but at the end of the day, this dude Quigley that he beat, nobody's rating him. He still doesn't have a name. Charlo has no names. Andrade has no names. They need to fight each other. I don't even rate Triple G right now, but at least he's got Lemieux. At least he's got Jacobs, Canelo twice, right? And Murata is a bigger name than any of these dudes have on their record. So stop acting like these guys are more of a threat than a guy who fights at 200 pounds. And that applies to Benavidez too. I like Benavidez a lot, but his best win is Anthony Durrell. What on his resume shows you that he's a threat to Canelo? Let these guys fight each other.
It's just eye tests. It's just eye tests what people see, and they think, oh, that would be nice to see how Canelo deals with that. That's literally what people are going off.
It's eye test and it's international bias. They don't know this dude because he's from Kinshasa. They don't know this dude because he's beat up a bunch of Africans and Europeans. So they don't rate him.
Yeah, but even his last fight, though, was against the one that Riakporhe just fought. Do you know, Duradollar? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like...
Yeah, and Kyron Davis, is that opponent any better than Kyron Davis or worse than Kyron Davis?
I don't know.
That's who Benavidez just fought.
When was the last time we saw... When was the last time we saw... it was literally like what? What was the last Makabu? I think it was in December. December. He ain't fought for like a year. The guy is rusty. So it's a clever fight for Canelo to pick because he should win that fight. It's not even a dangerous. I don't see it as dangerous as everyone else sees it. I think it's
winnable for Canelo, fam. But I'm just saying all of those fights that I keep people mentioning are more than winnable for Canelo. They're guaranteed knockout wins.
I think
every last one of them.
I think he just wants to cement his pound for pound legendary status. That's all Canelo's doing it for.
Is there any chance that we see Canelo at heavyweight?
No. I mean, not if Usyk and Fury are heavyweight champions. People gotta put caps on it, right? Canelo's 5'8".
Did you ever think Canelo would be a cruiserweight? We're talking about caps, but look how far it's gotten now.
No, but this is a very clever fight, though. It's not as risky as people are making it out. I feel.
Believe it or not, when he knocked out Kovalev, I was like, I could potentially see him going to cruiserweight, although I didn't think it would be a good move for him. But heavyweight is another beast, bro. It's like AJ 240s. Usyk is pushing 230 and is slick and fast and can hit. Ask AJ. Fury is like 270 plus. Canelo, like, listen. We gotta be realistic.
If Usyk is still, if Usyk beats AJ, I think it's very possible that Usyk and Canelo happens. I'm just
really
piss. You're taking
at this point. Wow. I put nothing past the Reynoso camp.
Well, I would take money on that one, to be honest with you, but I'd obviously have to give you odds because the likelihood of that, I think, is small. But here's what I gotta say: Canelo's pound for pound status #1, the Undefeated podcast, pound for pound status #1 best podcast out of the UK.
Come on, it's done. It's settled.
All right. So leave on that note, guys. Thank you for having me on. Let me just plug my shit. Mano Live with Kenny T. 8 p.m. Eastern, my time on my channel, My Throwout Boxing. I also go live Thursdays every week for the Roundtable, 8 p.m. Eastern. Check that out. It's the HCP Roundtable. You can catch me on there every week as well. And I do my best to check in with y'all before I leave work on Mondays. You know, it's 4:42 over here. I got to get home, but I thank you for having me on.
No problem. And when I get to Houston, I'm going to be out in Houston, so I'll make sure I'm on that round table. I'll come and sit down with you guys.
Oh, that'll be great, bro.
I'll be there for Christmas. Big up, bro.
Thank
you, see you soon, man. Have a nice one. That's dope. You got to show up on them channels and that. Should we
Travis, missed last week's MNS. Sending you flowers again. Big up on your live show. It was brilliant. F the Fire Brigade. Love, bro. Thank you, man.
What you saying, bro?
Yeah, more. Yeah. Let's wrap here.
Yeah, it's a 6. It's I would say at 6, bro. Tomorrow. You look at my eyes, fam. But we're out here podding, fam. We're giving you the best we got, fam. Yeah.
All right, guys. Cool, man. Listen, thanks again for tuning into Monday Night Smoke. Another great episode. We'll see you guys next week, same time. Episode drops this week on Thursday.
Yes, it does. Look after yourselves. Stay blessed. Peace.